Hello, guys. Welcome to Goal Rush, where we talk all things soccer. Um, so in today's episode, I'm actually going to talk. I'm gonna probably talk through a few games. It's gonna be a relatively quick episode. Because I didn't watch any of the games. If you count Google watching them. But anyway, my earbuds are like not staying in place. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna look at a few NWSL games because it's the NWSL quarterfinals. So that's really exciting. Anyway, before I kind of like go on and start talking about the episode, going into the episode, so big changes. We are now going to be streaming on YouTube. I'm going to put it with Reinvented, so you can see like both episodes from the week up there as well. So go check them out. I'm gonna link it below because we're also on TikTok. We're also on Threads. And I think I'm in Instagram. Yeah, also on Instagram. So I'm gonna link all of them below. I mean, like quite a few social medias to kind of like promote. So yeah. Anyway, and yeah, so that's all I got for the moment. Um, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get into the episode. See, I did this when Reinvented, and I like had this 100% like what I was gonna say, and I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. Like that's literally what I did. And these earbuds are like sucking. I'm like using like my podcast equipment here, and it's like not going well. So, the NWSL quarterfinals were all like, well, like last weekend. So when you guys see this, it will be Sunday. So it's been about a week, um, since like the quarterfinals. So yeah, because the first quarterfinal we had was Orlando Pride versus Chicago Red Stars. Although Chicago's changing their name next season to the Chicago Stars. I still prefer Red Stars. Red Stars sound cooler. I don't know what you guys think. It sounds cooler. But yeah, so Orlando won that 4-1, and I believe it was like their first ever playoff appearance. I could be wrong. No, it wasn't their first ever playoff appearance. That's not right because they were in the playoff 2017. I remember that one. Um, yeah, they weren't. No, they were in the. Okay, I was reading a fact on something. I think it said like, it's like their. It was the first like playoff something. I was just reading it all long ago. Anyway, yeah, Orlando won that 4-1. Which Orlando has been a really good team like all season. They only lost I think twice. I think the first one was to Portland, and the other one was I think to Gotham. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's Orlando and Chicago, which um, yeah, and even like going into now, Orlando is gonna be playing um the current, which we'll talk about the current team in a minute. So they're gonna be playing them. Both teams were like the current or undefeated until they played Orlando. Um, so yeah. So anyway, they were undefeated at the current, which means, like what in it do you do with like a win, like a win streak like that? Because with the yeah, you have all that momentum but it's like some teams do kind of succumb to the pressure. Yeah, that's what I got there. So yeah, we're gonna look at the Kansas City Current versus North Carolina Courage, which saw the Current win that 1-0, which obviously puts them into the semifinals. I didn't really hear much of this game. I think the Courage just need like a little bit more organization on defense. Like they are a really good team. They're just not as like defensively organized as some other like teams like the Pride and the Current, who have a little bit more like lockdown. They have good players in the end. I think it's just more of like locking down the defense for them. And then the other few games that there were, you had the Washington Spirit versus Bay FC, which saw Washington Spirit win that 2-1 after I think going into extra time. I think they went to like extra time because it was tied like 1-1. And Bay FC, I think, actually played a pretty good game in their inaugural season to win the not even to win it, but like actually that's pretty good because they were like a team that was kind of like on the fence. It was like they had some really good performances, and it was like they had some not so good performances. So I think I think they were able to turn it around with some like additions of some players. And yeah, obviously Washington Spirit won that one, and they will be playing Gotham, which that's the next game we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Portland Thorns versus Gotham FC, which I heard. Okay, again, I didn't get to really watch the game, so I got to like kind of again Google review these things. Which I know Google tells you like sports scores. It even gives me baseball scores, and I don't know a damn thing about baseball. I'm like, why are we giving me baseball scores? I looked at one thing about baseball. That was it. But yeah, Portland versus Gotham, which saw Gotham win at 2-1. I think Gotham scored first, and then Portland tied it, and then in the last minute of stoppage time, where this still doesn't make any sense to me. Like how bad, how choppy, and how much time did you have to stop the game that there was that much stoppage time? I understand stoppage time, but I hate going to games. The stoppage time is so long because even when I would go to like Thorns games, it's like I don't like 7 plus minutes of stoppage time because it's fucking cold, and I want to go. I do eventually not want to sit there and miss all the action. It's like this extra action that I'm like cool. Like I remember going to the Thorns semifinal game and like it was 2022 when they were playing San Diego. Great game. I'm so glad. I was like so glad that game didn't go into extra time. I did not plan for that. That was like poor planning on my part. I did not plan for that. But like nonetheless, good game. From the Thorns, I think they played actually, pretty well. But sometimes like in soccer, and again with like even we use like the Washington Spirit game, it's like not everything is going to go your way, and that's the basics of it. But that is all I have to talk to you guys about today. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm gonna pretty much link wherever you can find Reinvented and Gold Rush. Go check out Reinvented as well. But I will see you guys next week. Peace.